Cierra Barnes is here with us today. She is a previous business development rep, and she brings a really big wealth of sales experience and really determination into her career pivot. She is now a solutions consultant. Hi, Cierra. I'm going to hand it over to you, and we will love to talk a little bit more about your experience going through PreSales Academy and also your new role.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nina. It's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Cierra Barnes, graduate of cohort 4. I am currently a digital solutions consultant at ServiceNow. A little one-liner about ServiceNow. We are the cloud-based platform for automating workflows. So shameless plug. I started cohort 4 last year around June, and we graduated in August. So, and we even had a cohort baby. So I speak to a lot of people from LinkedIn about transitioning into tech, transitioning into solutions consultant and pre-sales. And I always joke that I'm like the wrong person to talk to about PreSales Academy and ServiceNow, because both of my experiences have been nothing short of amazing. I sound like a walking billboard. I kid you not. So, but I like to call myself somewhat of a boot camp junkie. I've vetted every single tech boot camp there is out there. I love short interval trainings. And my previous job as a business development representative for an e-commerce agency was actually the result of me joining a tech sales boot camp. So I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like to kind of vet, programs out. But PSA gave me so much more than what a boot camp could offer you. And I knew that I wanted to join the pre-sales profession before I even spoke to UG about it. And so after a few Google searches and YouTube videos, my mind was pretty made up on PSA. And PSA was very instrumental in helping me actually get my job at ServiceNow. So it gets get difficult when you're looking for a program to help you along the way. I know that people always have questions about their technical abilities or their background, the experience. My cohort was made up of a lot of teachers, a lot of people that are in sales like I was previously before. So the PreSales Academy really is for everyone. And my experience showed me that no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, everybody has a chance. You just need to establish that network, do the work, really, really vet if this is what you want to do and go forth. I was working full time throughout the entire academy, throughout my entire job interview experience. And my verbal offer from ServiceNow actually came the week that I was laid off of my e-commerce agency. So I didn't even get a chance to put in a 2 weeks notice. But I will always preach that life comes at you fast. So you have to be prepared. And PSA will, in a sense, over prepare you. No matter what training and enablement you have, the way that pre-sales set up their curriculum really helped me fill in those gaps, because you'll have that learning curve when you're joining. And the learning curve had nothing to do with my abilities to demo, ability to interview, because they really set me up along the way. So yeah, and I know that we have a time commitment, and Nina gave me permission to talk about anything that I wanted to. So I will wrap up with an anti-list because I know sometimes when you're looking at joining a program that's promising you to get a job, you want to kind of sift through all of the fluff that's online. So I have 3 warnings for you guys if you're looking into joining pre-sales as a career. Number 1, do not get into pre-sales if you don't like learning. Every single day, you'll be learning something new. We have the nickname of SME. If you're not familiar with what a SME is, it's a subject matter expert. And every expert knows that you know absolutely nothing at all. So let's say you're really good at your job, you know what your product is, you know how to sell your solution. As an engineer, you'll never know your customer's problem. So every day that you show up, you have to learn something new. So if you don't like learning, do not join pre-sales. If you don't want to have to explain 5 times over Christmas dinner what you do, don't join pre-sales. Number 2, don't join pre-sales if you don't like performing favors. You'll get a message 10 minutes before you log off for the day, and you'll get pulled into last minute meetings. And a lot of people will owe you a lot of favors, but that's exactly what our job is. We are responsible for collaborating, cross-pollinating ideas. And, getting pulled into a last minute demo is a part of what happens. But when you go through the process enough, you'll realize that I really enjoy being on a part of a team. I really enjoy being that person that, my team members can rely on. And so that's the upside of what we're hired to do is to support the sales team, like Nina mentioned earlier. So if you don't like being busy, if you don't like owing people favors, do not join pre-sales. And last but least, I will argue this down. Do not join pre-sales if you're not ready to make money. For a lot of people, except maybe like one or two that may come from like senior software engineer positions making over 200K. This will be the most money that a lot of people will make. So I personally don't know anyone that's unhappy with their salary in the pre-sales profession. And in the case like me, if you're, supposed to uproot your life and move cross country, I just recently moved to Dallas from Florida. Switching careers for a lot of people is about money. So if you're not in the headspace to address your financial literacy, to create a wealth plan for yourself and your family, then that lifestyle creep will hit you over the head because the money is there. We are in sales. Commission checks are lovely. Bonus checks are lovely. So if you're not willing to join a new tax bracket, then pre-sales probably is not for you.
Maybe another question for you too, Cierra. How long did it take you roughly after you graduated to ultimately get your job offer at ServiceNow?
Let me think. We graduated, I believe it was August. So I started on Halloween. I don't remember when I got my offer, but it was around that time. So between August, September, I would say probably September is when I got my offer, and then started in October. So yeah, about 2 months in total.
Yeah, I think that's actually pretty average for us. I think the latest data I saw was that on average, folks that are getting offers, it's around 55 days. So just under 2 months roughly. But I will.
So a lot of people that aren't working full time may not have that same timeline, and maybe a little bit more accelerated. But yeah, working full time, it took about 2 months.